Greetings and salutations, my fellow DMs, GMs, referees, judges, game operation directors, and all the other varieties of storytellers. This is your DM, Bill, and it's time for another DM Quick Tip.
So how about a quick look at one-shots? If you've been a game master for a while, it's very likely you've come to a point in your story where an inevitable pause is created. Now, this just might be a gap between chapters, or your players have moved through your storyline so fast, you find yourself not quite ready for the next portion. Maybe you need time to prepare for a brand new module. Oh wait, Lou says they aren't called that anymore. Now they're store-bought stories or retail adventures or campaigns for coins, something like that. Whatever, there'll always be modules to me. I can tell you about a dozen times where a few of my players were missing, and it's always those players that the story is revolving around, making it very difficult to proceed with the storyline. Whatever the reason you need to take a pause on your regular campaign and come up with something for the players who did show up, you can always pull out a one-shot. I'm going to lay out a few things to keep in mind when you're using a one-shot. Hopefully, this will keep things moving smoothly for you and provide an easy transition until you get back into your primary storyline. And this is by no means a complete list or in any real order. First off, try to have a one-shot adventure prepared ahead of time. This is probably something that's going to last one night, maybe two. A lot of preparation ahead of time is not really necessary, but you should have at least your magic, monsters, and combat encounters ready to go ahead of time. It's also a good idea to have previously generated characters available, in case you don't want them using their characters involved in current scenarios. With a one-shot prepped ahead of time, it can be tucked away until needed. Quickly reading it over and handing out the character sheets will make you look like a pro. If you do use characters involved in a current storyline, perhaps a little side adventure with just the characters present would be in order. You could always use something that's happened in the character's past. A quick reference to the character's backstories could help. While using pre-existing characters active in other storylines, it's very wise not to make this one-shot a lethal adventure. Doing so could complicate your present storyline and its timeline. For a quick one-shot, just open up an old module, pluck out a section to use, little to no prep time needed, and really easy. Just change some of the names and places to keep the players guessing, and have at it. Okay, you can always jump to a different game system that has been great fun for our group and usually provides a needed break from the current game. This often invigorates the players and helps to stave off burnout for the game master. More than once, the one-shot was so well received at my tables that we later returned to the story as a regular adventure, lasting multiple weeks of play. Playing a different system can also involve playing a different genre. It may seem like quite a jump from playing an adventuring barbarian to an elderly, gray, lizard alien being who's captain of his own ship and is really good with computers. Or the new young player who always seems to want to play a cleric, and now she's playing the dual pistol-wielding dirty sheriff who runs his town with an iron fist. As a game master, don't be afraid to present different and sometimes unique game systems or genres to your table. You're never quite sure how they're going to work out. What else can I tell you about one-shots? Try to keep them lighthearted, even campy. It's best not to take this particular adventure too serious. Without allowing the game to become a free-for-all, be sure to allow the players to have fun and let them cut loose just a bit. Thoroughly embrace the rule of cool before you dip into the rule book too deeply. If the players attempt at something that seems viable and doesn't obviously break any rules, let it fly. The one-shot is designed to be a break, not something that will be played week to week. You could always ask your players at the table what they would be interested in doing if the opportunity for a one-shot came up. Ask them if they want to try a different game system and which system they'd like. See what genres are the favorites for the party. Then having that information, go back and design your one-shot. That way, you'll have it written up and ready and waiting once the opportunity arises. If you're going to poll your table as to what kind of one-shots they want, be prepared for something unusual. If it's around Halloween, you might be doing a World of Darkness murder fest where no one at the table survives the adventure. During Christmas season, it might be Call of Cthulhu and the epic battle of Santa's elves versus the evil snowman of Jack Frost, battling for the control of the North Pole. You may even find yourself running a Marvel superhero game, full of puppies trying to escape the pound and outwit the vet with the sharp knife, all the while avoiding the demented clutches of the dog catcher. Or, my favorite, A Travelers 2000 game with some 1975 pet rocks that were accidentally animated, then having gone rogue, began attacking a Cyndi Lauper concert in order to stop the time-traveling aliens from assassinating author Terry Brooks. When it comes to a one-shot, it really doesn't matter what you're playing. Just have fun playing it. And that's a quick look at how the old man sees one-shots. See you next time in the dojo.